Will Ian return to Zatima? I sure hope he does, but it's not for reasons that you think.
Can I just take you to dinner?
No, because my man wouldn't like that. Shit, this is so crazy.
Don't beat yourself up, girl. Look, you didn't do anything wrong.
Just want to tell you something.
I don't want to hear anything you have to say.
Hey, where you at?
I'm at work. I'm about to leave now.
Why you sound like that?
Like what? I just feel so bad for him.
Well, run them feelings back through the filter of all the shit he put you through.
What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Zatima video. And now I want to talk about Fatima and her past relationships and how this could actually work for the benefit of Zatima as a couple. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my Zatima or sisters content and conversations. But without further ado, let's talk about if Ian is actually going to return and what that actually means for Zatima's relationship. So I am actually hoping that Ian returns. This conversation came up to me randomly because we are all having these conversations, whether it's on social media or on YouTube, whether y'all are DMing it or posting in the comments. And I want Ian to return because I think that it could be one of the things that help to build the Zatima relationship. Now, don't get me wrong, because I also am kind of teetering on the line where I want Fatima to go ahead and cut her losses and just tell Zachary bye-bye so that he can spend some time alone and get his shit together, because Lord knows that he needs it. However, if Fatima really does want to be in this relationship and want to try to make it work, then I think that Ian returning could be a wonderful godsend for Zach. Now, what we do know about Zach in season 6 of Sisters is that he is going to have a kiss with Karen. The fire at the salon is going to be a thing that kind of clears the board and resets everything. For Zach, he is very worried about Karen as well as his baby, and that prompts some kind of situation in which they're going to kiss. If you didn't know about the kiss and you want certain spoilers as we get ready to go into different seasons and you want to stay up to date, then follow your good sis, because I got you. I have a video talking about, a few videos talking about some of the storylines that are going to play out in season 6, and one of those is in return of Karen getting stuck in this fire, potentially dying. Zach gets very worried. He is all, and a part of his storyline in Sisters this season is that he's going to have to be making up to Fatima and proving to Fatima or reaffirming for Fatima that he does love her and he don't want Karen, and that's going to come after he has this very intimate moment with Karen, only because her life was on the line. I don't believe that Zach actually wants Karen back. I think that he literally gets caught up in the moment and is just so excited and so relieved that Karen is not actually hurt or dead because of the fire that he gets compelled to express his emotions in this way. However, Fatima, being his current girl, it gets a little dicey and it gets a little bit weird. Now, why am I bringing up Ian in relation to Karen in the fire? Because Zach is going to have a moment where he gets emotionally tied to the fate of Karen, and it's understandable because they have history, right? I think that Fatima going to visit Ian maybe on his last leg. I'm sorry, I gotta find another way to put it, but I don't know no other way to put it. Or his last days within the hospital, or maybe he's actually making a recovery and going to have a turnaround, and Fatima being able to show certain emotions similar to what we saw when she met with him for coffee. And this time around, Zach not actually making it about himself, him actually showing a little bit of maturity, him actually showing a little bit of restraint, and him showing some understanding after just experiencing something similar with Karen could go a long way in building the trust within Zatima's relationship. So when he goes to Fatima and is asking for forgiveness and asking her to understand that he only kissed Karen because he was just so worried about her, he couldn't believe that she is still alive and that the baby's okay, and he's just excited about that, but it's nothing romantic tied to it at all. He just cares about her well-being. And then he's able to show that same support, that same understanding for Fatima and whatever emotional reaction she has to Ian, whether he actually comes back and then still dies on camera or is starting to make a recovery and she has certain emotions triggered by that. That would go a long way, at least for me, to to show that Zach is actually maturing, he's growing, and he's not going to just fly off the handle and be jealous and compulsive and weird every single time anything comes up that requires just an ounce of an emotional intelligence. I personally believe that Ian and whatever Fatima's emotional reaction to him could be a godsend to help put Zatima back on the right track in reference to a healthy, communicative, supportive relationship. And Ian returning could be a wonderful redemption moment for Zach. Similar to what I'm saying about him being able to show emotional intelligence and support Fatima and whatever her emotional reaction is. He has failed that test quite a few times, whether it was Fatima with her initial meetup with Ian at the coffee shop and his reaction to that. Yes, y'all, in theory, she would be able to tell him up front and he would have acted different. However, I don't believe that he actually would have acted different. But him being able to show less jealousy, more restraints, would actually do a world of good in reference to him wanting to get that same reciprocity from Fatima. So the coffee shop was one thing. When we look at how he reacted with Paul, she was just in the elevator with him, was literally falling over, had taken off her shoes, and now he's zapping out and headbutting this man. If Zach wants certain things within his relationship, he's also going to have to give it. And again, with Paul, he failed that test. And not to say that Fatima was testing him, but the universe gave him situations where he could show his maturity, could show his emotional intelligence. And what he do? He got jealous. He got very misogynistic. He got patriarchal. And he made a damn fool of himself. Yeah, I said it. And then also, this is another little side note that just came to me, if I'm going to be 100% honest, y'all. Zach being able to show more restraint, more emotional intelligence, and less jealousy when it comes to Fatima interacting with other guys, I think will go a long way, both internally and externally, for him to prove that he is actually over caring. Because part of the reason that I feel like he displays so much jealousy is because he knows about his feelings that he has for Karen. And while he might not be actively pursuing getting back in a relationship with her, I think that he don't actually trust himself. And for him to get to a very stable place with himself would also look like him getting to a stable, less jealous place with Fatima. Now, I want to know what your thoughts on this is in the comment section down below. Be sure to keep it respectful because y'all get a little dicey in the sisters community. And I'm from Baltimore. I'll be trying not to be slick out the mouth. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification because I have conversations like this with everything happening within the Sisters universe. And we are only days away from the return of season 6 of Tyler Perry Sisters. The second half of Zatima will be returning very soon. And you do not want to miss out on any of my content and conversations. It's your good sis, you let it talk TV with. I'm headed to the comment section right now to keep it going with y'all. Cannot wait.